Alright, so our mowers are currently here, so I don't know how good the sound quality is going to be this vlog, but here we go. Let's try it. Alright, so my room is almost put back together. I have all of my socks up here, reorganizing my sock drawer. Everything behind me right here needs to be donated, and then I have a little bit of clothes here that I still need to decide if I want to keep or not. So upcoming vlog, I think I'm gonna have a whole series on like underconsumption and minimalism and my whole reorganization journey with all of that. So today I just wanted to record kind of an easier vlog to edit because I was really sick yesterday, as I'm gonna tell in this story. I just wanted something easy to edit, and these sit-down vlogs where I'm just like telling stories is so much easier than trying to like edit this really long thing and think it through, and it's a lot. So this last weekend was super fun. It was a great day, but then I'm gonna talk a little bit about my allergy and how I unfortunately got into my allergy, and now my allergy has progressed to the point where I throw up if I eat said allergen. So I'm gonna just kind of go through the whole weekend. Once again, I'm on a 90-day experiment of cephalexin, which is this antibiotic that gives me physical energy, which has been wild because with my chronic fatigue for so long, nothing has ever given me energy. So literally this last weekend, I went on a 4-mile hike with my dad, which was incredible. I'm kind of exploring my limits with going for walks. So that felt really, really good. I was so proud of my body. I'm trying to build my muscle mass back up. I still have exercise-induced asthma, so whenever I'm exercising I get super out of breath, and then also my vaccine injury where I have had chest pressure for the last like almost 3 years now. That doesn't help because I'm already shallow breathing because it feels like an elephant is on my chest, so I can't like easily fully expand my chest to get a breath in. So hiking is a little bit more difficult, and I'm still kind of navigating how to do it safely. Next time I've decided to take my inhaler. That was a mistake to not take my inhaler, but that was super beautiful. Let me see if I have some good like pictures or videos to insert here from the adventure because it was amazing. And shout out to my dad for carrying chairs with us the whole time. So we found 2 different places to sit for like an hour. It was really beautiful. The first place we sat was overlooking these ruins. I think they're called McCloskey's ruins. It used to be this old farm that was actually owned by women, which is incredible. Yeah, these beautiful ruins are there now, and there's these beautiful Osage orange trees that are just gorgeous. And so it looks like you're in like The Hobbit or something from Lord of the Rings. I mean, it's just incredible. So we sat there for a little bit, and I actually worked on my book, which I haven't gone back into my book recently just because all my health stuff has been a lot, and so I just haven't been working on it the last couple months. But I got back into my book, and that was super exciting, and it felt really good, and I'm like, I feel passionate about it again. Yeah, then we walked further and sat by the water. It was starting to get really cold by that point, so then we just kind of hiked out and went by Barney. So we got to see Barney, which was super fun, who's a barn cat. So I did that on Saturday, and then on Sunday I went to Coast Day, which is at the University of Delaware, but their Lewis campus. If I didn't have brain fog, I probably would have gone into environmental science or marine science. I love marine biology. I love mostly marine animals. Marine animals are just, I went there for the touch tanks, if I'm being honest. They said online they were gonna have touch tanks with marine animals, and I was like, are you kidding me? I'm gonna drive an hour and a half just for that. So yeah, it was an hour and a half drive down, but just beautiful country. The coastal country down there is gorgeous, and so there were a lot of people, so we didn't stay super long. I think we got there at about 11 and left by about 1. They had 4 huge massive tents that had tables set up in there. Some of them just had like kids activities because it's like this family friendly event, but some of them had research, so that was super fun. They showcased the research that they do at their Lewis campus. There was a skull of, I think, like a loggerhead turtle that was just massive. They had some like whale ribs. My interests were the animal tables, obviously, and so I was looking at all the animal stuff, but some recycling initiatives were down there, some plastic free initiatives. Oceana had a booth, and I got a hat from them, which I'm so excited. I have had 2 hats. This is my 2nd hat ever in my life. That's not my big straw hat for my grandma, but like little like caps. Sorry, the mower's like right outside. The first cap was free. I got it from Next question. One of my favorite hat. I love this hat because I won it through like an Instagram giveaway. And then my second hat I've ever owned was free because I won it because I filled out like a plastic free letter. It was like online and you send it to your representative and then you win this hat. So loved this hat. I actually wore it later in the day when we were at the beach because I wore my grandma's hat to the event, but when the wind would kick up, it was like a sail. And even though it had like a little drawstring thing, it would just whip it off my head. So the cap was better later because I secured it through my hair in the back here, and then it didn't keep flying off my, and then it was like choking me because it was flying off my. Anyway, that was really, really fun. Loved learning more about Oceania. And then they had these huge ships. They had 3 ships. 2 of them are really big. So we got to go like down in the harbor and you got to tour these ships. So one of them was oil response rig. So when there are oil spills, they respond and are able to collect some of the oil. So that was really cool to learn about it. He said they've only really responded to like 13 oil spills ever, and the last big one was like 20 years ago. So that was super interesting to learn more about that. Other ship was huge and they use it a lot. He was like, yeah, we're leaving tomorrow for like 4 days. So that was really cool. They do a lot of research on those ships. We learned about some gliders, which are like little, I think they're called submersibles, and they have to go out there every so often to recharge them, capture the data from them. If they get injured by like hitting ships or something, they have to go rescue them. So it's cool to learn a little bit more about that research. But yeah, it was a super fun day. They had the touch tanks. Oh, let me get into the touch tanks. So they had skates, I think they're called, which are, I can never think of the word. My brain fog is so bad when it comes to this. I couldn't think of stingrays. They are little stingrays that are called skates, and they were so cute. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed. I was like surrounded by little children and I was just like, no, get out of my way. I want to touch the skate. No, we were all very respectful. It was fine. Oh my gosh, but someone was giving out free like whistles to these children, and you know, kids are cute, they're fun, but like, oh my gosh, my overstimulation was going crazy because all these kids had these whistles. I was being driven a little bit crazy. But anyway, they also had baby sharks, which are called like dogfish or something, but I don't know, it was like a baby shark. Super cute, adorable. 10 out of 10 would recommend. You had to like very gently touch them with like 2 fingers. And then they had horseshoe crabs, which I've obviously touched before because they're like all over the beach, but not like in water and live ones. So that was super fun. And then they had some little fishies and then like a little squid, I think, that you weren't supposed to touch, but it was like in the tank too. I was so happy. I was just smiling the whole time. And yeah, then we went and got some food. So this was the beginning of the end for me food wise. So they had U-dairy and they have gluten-free U-dairy. So I got U-dairy. And literally the line was so long. So probably overall it was like a 15-minute line and maybe a 5-minute wait. But that's obviously super good. I love me some ice cream. And then the only other thing we got was, they were supposedly gluten-free, but waffle fries with like a sweet aioli. So that was incredibly rich food, but nothing else there seemed safe. So we didn't eat anything else there. But I was pretty hungry still, and that was only really sweet food and not savory. So then we ended up leaving the event. We were wearing masks the whole time and everything, but it was just a lot. So then we went to downtown Lewis, which is just this beautiful, like, I love little shops. They were so cute. One shop was a dog shop, but it had some cat stuff in it too. And there was a dog in there, like the owner had like a dog, and it was so soft. My dad even said its head felt like cashmere. It was like a golden retriever, and it leaned against you and then would like try to prevent you from leaving by like blocking you, and then it would try to follow you. It was the cutest dog I've ever seen in my entire life, which I know I say that for every single dog, but it was so cute. We saw a corgi. I mean, there were dogs everywhere. I was in heaven. And then we found this really cute little shop. It was like a bookstore, but it had all these cute little stickers with really funny sayings. Like my dad and I have this saying all the time where I'll be like, not today, Satan. I don't even know where I saw that first, probably Instagram. And one of their little stickers said, maybe today, Satan. It was just really funny. So yeah, they had some cat stickers. It was pretty hilarious. Some of them were really sweet too, like be the reason somebody smiles today or something. So I got some stickers. I got some little cards that were made from recycled paper that had really, really sweet sayings on them. Got my mom a gift for Christmas. So like we probably spent like almost an hour in this little shop because it was so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with flags, as some of you might know, and they have little flashcards for flags that I obviously had to get, and then you learn more about the country on the backside. incredible, 10 out of 10. So that was super fun. And then we went to the beach. I haven't been to an American beach in more than 5 years. The last beach I went to was right before pandemic, when my mom and I went to Mexico for a vacation, but I haven't been to an American beach in like probably 7 years at least. And I love the beach. It is so healing. The sound of the waves is incredible. And so I'll insert some pictures and videos of like just enjoying the beach. It was right by a ferry, so we saw the ferry come and go. It was just beautiful. There were little schools of fish in the water. Like, oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. It was kind of a bay. It was on the ocean side, but it was like protected by Cape Henlopen, so the waves were like a foot. Like, it was so sweet. So I walked through the water a little bit. Surprisingly, my neuropathy let me walk on the sand, which I was so worried about, but it was fine. And then in the parking lot on the way out, we saw some deer that were just like hanging out. It was like such a fun day. Now the problem started when we went home, and about an hour from home, I was like, I really want a burger. So we stopped at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they were so sweet. They looked everything up. The only seasoning on their burgers was pepper and salt, and then I got some cheese on it. And I think someone just panicked in the kitchen and just put a whole bunch of pepper on it, because that was like the only seasoning, and I didn't get like a bun, I didn't get any toppings, I didn't get any aioli other than cheese. And someone just panicked and put a ton of pepper on, which like I think pepper might upset my stomach a little bit too. And then I got fries, and they said the fries are only seasoned with salt and pepper. The problem was when I also at a last minute decided I wanted ketchup. And now I know deep in my brain that ketchup usually has onions or garlic. I just didn't think it through. I was blissfully unaware. I desperately wanted ketchup. I was really hungry. It was really late at night. I was tired, so I got ketchup too. And ketchup has onion powder in it. And so I probably put like 8 packets of ketchup on my fries, and I was saying to my dad, this is the best meal of my life. It's so good, because I was like so hungry. And then I started having burning pain. I was like, and so I checked the packet, and yeah, sure enough, your girl had onion powder in the packet. And so when I tell you I was in so much pain for the hour-long ride home, my dad kept being like, do you want me to stop? Do you want me to stop? I can pull over, we can find somewhere to go to the bathroom. And I was like, no, I want to be at home when I have this horrible experience that I know is about to happen. And so thank God we made it home, but the last 15 minutes were the worst. I was cramping so badly, burning pain. So I went back home, had a bowel movement, felt better, and then in the middle of the night, woke up vomiting again and again and again, was just shaking. Like when I throw up, I shake, I sweat. It's like a whole body horrible experience, and oh my god, it was just awful. Like I get really stuffed up, and then it gets like in my nose, and then like I can't breathe, and then that makes you want to vomit again. It was a horrible experience. And so yeah, unfortunately my allergy has now progressed to me throwing up when I eat it. And also it could have been exacerbated by the fact that I had all this super rich food, which my stomach just can't handle. But it was a really awful, horrible experience. So that was my last couple days, but other than throwing up, I had so much fun. It was such a blast. I've also painted my nails. They're so cute. I love painting my nails, and I finally had the energy to, and I was resting all day yesterday, so I sat down and painted my nails. So anyway, thanks for listening to my story. Hope you enjoyed it, I guess. Enjoyed my pain, but no, most of it was like a super fun day, so yeah. All right, I will talk to you all soon, my friends. I have some really exciting vlogs coming up, so stay tuned. And yeah, hopefully you could hear me the whole time because of the mowers. All right, bye.